Hi, my name is Mallory St. George, and I'm here to talk about privilege. What does that even mean? The traditional definition and understanding of privilege is it has a negative connotation. It's associated with maybe being spoiled or living a privileged life, getting things and having it easy. But that's not necessarily what it means in a broader social context. Today, if you talk to somebody who's focused on social justice or issues affecting marginalized groups or feminists like myself, we will provide you with a different definition. Having privilege, whether it be male privilege, white privilege, straight privilege, cisgender privilege, having one or more of these privileges does not necessitate that you've had an easy life or have never struggled. It's not saying, oh, you have this privilege, so you've never had to go through anything. You've had it easy. That's not the case at all. It just means that you've been able to walk through life a different way. And that different way is because you're either white or straight or a male or, identify with the gender you were assigned at birth. You've never really had to deal with certain things. You have been able to go through life without certain specific challenges, prejudices, fears, and obstacles. The first time somebody told me to check my privilege, I was, a freshman in college, and it was over Facebook, and they had made a status about something that a blonde white girl had said that was offensive. So I read it, and I got offended. I was like, whoa, I'm a blonde white girl, that applies to me, I'm not like that, etc. I had no idea what I was talking about. When they said, oh, you have white privilege, I was like, I suffer from other things, like I've encountered adversity in my life, but I didn't realize that it wasn't the same adversity as them. So I'm never gonna get pulled over by a cop and worry that I might be the next hashtag, or that my life isn't as valued, or that people will see me as lesser because I'm white. That just doesn't make sense because I'm not the oppressed group. So instead of getting defensive, I would recommend to try letting your walls down. I wish that's what I had done when somebody had told me to check my privilege, but instead I got defensive because I took it personally. And when someone tells you to check your privilege, they're not trying to offend you. It's not a personal attack on you. If anything, it's a personal attack on society, which we're all a part of, and I think we can all agree we want it to be better. So if you hurt someone, the only logical response is to hear them out and treat their pain and their emotional response as valid. And so since that happened when I was a freshman, I looked into it more and I educated myself. And now I want to educate other people because I feel like we wouldn't have as many miscommunications if people understood what it really means to check your privilege. It's about the way things have been and the facts and the patterns that we see. We wouldn't have a lot of those disagreements that happen every day, both on that celebrity scale with people like Taylor Swift, Miley Cyrus, and with everyday people. I would recommend just knowing what it means to check your privilege, and if somebody tells you to, being open to that and whatever that means. Because they probably have something to share with you. And you might not even agree with them at the very end, but the least you can do is listen. Because they've been hurt, and because they're angry, and they have a right to be. And the least you could do is lend an ear and listen. That's what privilege is.